Welcome to the Life After Her podcast with yours truly, Nicole and Sweeney. Thank you all for tuning in today. On today's podcast episode, we are going to have a little bit of fun. I am learning that the journey of life after her is not only about healing, but having some fun, playing a little bit, and just enjoying life because things can be challenging in our lives. We can go through a lot, but it's important to incorporate fun into our daily lives. So the name of this game that we are going to play is called This or That. All right. Are you ready? Okay. Vacation or staycation? I'm going to say vacation. Night or morning? Hmm. I'm going to say night. Fun fact, I'm a night person and I actually record these podcasts at night. It's something just being in the night where it's quiet, there's not a lot of hustle and bustle going on. So I prefer night. Passenger or driver? Driver. I would prefer driving as opposed to someone else driving, but it's okay if they drive. So driver for me. Art museum or history museum? Now, this was a tough one for me, but because I'm a visual person, I'm going to say art museum. Car or bike? Hmm, car. I'm going to say car. Train or airplane? For me, airplane because it gets you there quicker. I like to be in and out, get from A to point B, point A to point B. So for me, airplane. What's yours? Coffee or tea? I'm going to say tea. I prefer tea over coffee any day. In fact, the only time I did try coffee for the first time was when I was in college and I needed it to stay up and write papers. But after that, I never drunk coffee again. So it is tea for me. Lose sleep or skip a meal? I'm going to say skip a meal. Your girl needs to sleep. I like to rest. I love taking my naps. I enjoy resting my body, especially when I don't have anything going on. If if there is an opportunity for me to take a nap or go to sleep, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm gonna go to sleep. But eating something, I'm okay. The next one is sweating or shivering. I'm gonna say sweating because I do not like being cold. I was born in the winter and I do not really like snow like that. So I feel like when I'm shivering, I can't control myself. But when I'm sweating, I can just wipe the sweat off from my head. So it is sweating for me. Red wine or white wine? I'm going to say white wine. That's always my go-to. Share food or don't share food. This might take you guys by surprise because I'm a person who is always giving. I do not mind giving at all. I don't like sharing my food. Is that a bad thing? I hope it isn't because I just don't like sharing my food. Now, I'll buy you the same meal or I will treat you to something to eat, but I don't like sharing my personal food off my personal plate. So I'm going to go with don't share my food. Android or iPhone? Hmm, guys, Team iPhone, there's no better phone than an iPhone. And for all you Android people, I need you to cross over. Okay? Poem or a story? This particular one was actually difficult for me because both of them I feel like they have some similarities, but they're so different. But your girl enjoys a good story. Visual learner or verbal learner? Because I love imagery and photos and just seeing things, I'm a visual person. In order for me to understand and catch on quickly to something, I need to see it. Hearing something, I won't get, but seeing it, my mind is like a full photograph. I have a photographic memory. So once I see something, it's locked in my head. This next question is such a tough one. Save 100 strangers or one loved one? The first one that comes to mind, honestly, is save one loved one. I love my family, my friends, and so if it boils down to my one loved one versus 100 strangers, I'm gonna save my loved one. The next one is no company or bad company. No company. No company. I prefer no company. I would rather be alone and happy than be around bad company and miserable. So I have no problem having no company. The next one was actually a hard one. And tell me guys what you think in the chat. Would you rather be cherished or respected? Both of those are so important, but they're so different and both are needed, I think. I would have to say being cherished. I would prefer to be cherished. This next one is a very interesting one. This one is looks or personality. So this one can apply to relationships and dating and things like that. When you're picking someone, would you prefer their looks or their personality? I'm gonna say I prefer both because that's just me. What do y'all think? Looks and personality, I think they're important. Now, there are different levels to it, right? You don't want to always focus on the looks, but I need to be able to look at you and you got to have a good personality. I like connecting with people, so I need to be able to connect with their personality. So I'm going to say both for that one. And the last one is a very interesting one. It's clean as you cook or clean up at the end. For me, I have to clean as I cook. I do not like waiting to the last minute to clean up my dishes and put stuff away. I try to do it all at the same time so that when I'm done cooking, I can just enjoy my meal in peace and not have to worry about cleaning it up. So what are your answers? Let me know in the chat. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a really fun game. As I mentioned earlier, it's so important to include fun and play into your life because we work so hard. Things can be really challenging going on in the world and even in our own personal lives. So I just truly encourage you to have a little fun. And I'll actually put these questions up on the description so that you can even ask your loved one. Just a fun game to play to learn about people and to try something different. All right. So thank you all for tuning in. I will be speaking with you all soon. And remember that God is proud of you.